face the bay. Ain't no need to lay.
What's up? What's up? What's up? And welcome to Lunchtime in the Lab. Today, today starts day one of trying to just kind of do things a little differently. Super excited to have just college football here. We get to talk about football on Thursday. We talk about football on Friday, on Saturday. We have a football game on Sunday as well. A lot of exciting stuff, obviously. Today we're live, honestly, everywhere. I decided to just start going live realistically everywhere that there's an option to go live. So, it's in the past, it's been, like, hey, we're pushing YouTube, like, honestly, just kind of tired of worrying about growth of one spot. Let's just go ahead and start throwing my voice and my thoughts out there, and let's see what sticks, kind of thing. So today we're live on YouTube as always. We got Tim Cruz in here. We got Corey, as well, some of the normal people. Live on Twitter today as well. If you message, under the Twitter video, I'll be able to pull your comments up. I can see those comments. And then people that are live on Twitch as well. Live on Twitch, I've got like 160 followers on Twitch or something like that. Used to play some video games at Twitch too. I think I'm actually a Twitch affiliate, if I'm not mistaken. So I can see there's a couple of people watching on Twitch too. Actually, I think, let me click something here and see. Oh yeah, awesome. All right, so then I can then also see comments from Twitch. So this program's pretty neat that I'm using here. So I can really communicate everything. Let me close some of my screens here. Oops, I forgot to tweet that. Oh, also live on TikTok today too. Not to say that's gonna really do that much, but we're also live on TikTok. Everything is at Live Joe Bets. Make it very, very easy. Twitch, TikTok, Twitter. I mean, literally anything I could think of is at Live Joe Bets, just to make it really, really easy for you. Let's do it. Insert, Channing Tatum here. Well, y'all know how long I've been waiting for this. Anyway, let me share my screen. Super excited for today. What's up, G Money? Detroit in the house. 313. I didn't know that was good. I got a Detroit hoodie. That Eminem Mom Spaghetti hoodie. I got a Mom Spaghetti hoodie. Dude, I love it. That's like my favorite hoodie. It's super thick. It was like the Lions playoff run. It's black and it's got like the Mom Spaghetti logo and like the Detroit, Michigan, the address and like the phone number, I think, on it. But it's black and it's got the Lions like blue in it. Dude, it's fire. I bought it like on release, like randomly I seen it, and then like I got it, and then like I looked and it's going for like $200. I was like, damn, like I'm cool, I think. So let's share the screen here. Appreciate the interaction. Got some people talking in different areas here. What am I doing? I'm lost. Present. That's what I want. All right. So, first off, this is my time of the year. Like it's with baseball, we have to do a lot of kind of looking at graphs, looking at stats and everything like that. Of course, this comes from me like putting in the time and like doing the actual research and everything like that. But I mean, I can nearly talk about every one of these games. I don't really have stats prepared. I don't really have like notes prepared or anything like that. Everything is kind of just coming off the top of my head realistically from this podcast. So, we'll kind of see how that goes or whatever. Yeah, and WNBA, that was frustrating. Both those, what's it? I can't even say her name. Nneka Ogumwembe or whatever. I mean, she had 3 rebounds in the first quarter and ended with 4 or 5 or something like that. And then Courtney Williams, man, like blowouts and shit. Anyway, let's just talk about some football here. For those of you that are unfamiliar, quote unquote professional, right? Been doing this for a while, 340 some odd units in 20. I don't even know where we're at. It was April of 2022 when we started. So that's 26 months, right? No, 28 months. 28 months since April 2022. because it'd be 24 2 years later, add 4 more. Yeah. 28 months. I've been doing this for 28 months. I'm up 320 units. I mean, that's more than 10 units a month average, whatever. It's not fantastic. It's pretty good. Up like 120 this year. Looking to hopefully, hit 200 ideally. I think with football, I mean, we have an okay chance to potentially do that. But what the hell was I going at? Anyway, if you're watching on YouTube, though, I got the link at the bottom here. If you're watching on any platform, you can find it wherever. There's links all over the place. But we have what's called Trophy Sports Picks. $25 for, well, $30 for 2 weeks, $50, I believe it is, for a month. That's where you get all my, quote unquote VIP, all the quote unquote official plays. I'll run a banner here that's got the promo links to, or the promo codes to it. Well, it's got one promo code. The promo code for a month if you're interested in checking that out. And hopefully, I think that's going to go this should run everywhere. But anyway, let's it's going to take some of my face off here, but whatever. Well, I was going to do that. Okay, so I don't have a particular, I don't have really a game plan for this podcast. I really don't. Like I said, this stuff's it's off the top of my head at this moment. I mean, I could kind of go and jump into anywhere realistically. I like a lot of these games here. I think, I mean, we obviously have to be careful because it's like a Thursday. We can't say, too many, we can't have like a bunch of bets, I don't understand TikTok either, by the way, because it's like somebody joined, somebody joined, somebody joined, somebody joined. But it also says I only have one viewer, so I don't know, whatever. We'll look at that at the end. What I will tell you though, I told myself, if this play right here that I'm going to got down to 34.5, I was going to take it. And that's where it's at. And I'm 100% going to take it. We got the Colorado team total over 34.5 will be our first play. We got it for minus 106 here. So it's a good spot. I mean, it's been sitting at 35.5. It's come down a little bit. I'm okay with that. It's probably come down a little bit. I don't know where the total had been sitting at. I can tell. I can look here. Why is this not in order? Is it not on here? Am I crazy? I don't know. I just thought I would try. They don't really have that many options on here. I really need something that's going to tell me. Oh, top 25. That's why. I want all conferences. That's why I couldn't see it. There you go. Should be on here somewhere. Okay, here we go. Opened at 8.5. The total, and it's up to 9.5. I'd have to go to a different thing for total. I don't know why it's on the same damn thing, but it's moved. It's moved a little bit. Obviously, it's difficult betting on some of these Thursday lines right now. Nah, Jared, you didn't. We're on our first. We're on our first one here. It's difficult betting on some of these Thursday lines because people have been looking at these games. People have been looking at these games for a minute. You know what I'm saying? People have been looking at these games for a while. We've got some line movement. Like I said, Colorado's sitting at plus 8.5. We're open at plus 8.5. It's sitting at 9.5 right now. You got a 10 on Bet Rivers. You got a 10 on, you got a 10 on Bet Rivers. You got 9.5 in other places. The total had to have come down in order for this team total to move. This website sucks. I need to find a better one for the next stream. Did I miss Colorado somewhere? All right, dude. I don't care. Whatever. Oops, wrong button. What the hell? Okay, let me move this banner. This banner's bothering me. NFL 35, you guys will sign up. Comments, get this out of here. Okay, Colorado over 34.5 team total. That's what's going to be the first play here. It's minus 106 on DraftKings, on FanDuel. I mean, I don't know what it is on DraftKings. This is a spot here. Look, like I said in football, I don't really have a whole lot of let me show you some stats or anything like that. We're just talking. I think that I think that this game has so here's like there's different ways to like look at football games. I cannot decide if Colorado is going to win this game or not. I honestly don't know. I honestly do not know if Colorado is going to win this game. I think North Dakota State is scrappy, pretty damn good FCS team. I mean, we're talking the Bama, the Georgia of FCS, a traditional, they always win, they're always good kind of thing. They lost a head coach. I think they lost the offensive coordinator. I mean, stuff like that. Obviously, I mean, it's going to happen in college football. Um, I think this is a spot where I lean to the plus 9.5 on North Dakota State. And my mantra that you're probably going to hear me say, honestly, 100 times is if you like the dog, you like points. All right. Say it with me. If you like the dog, you like points. And of course, that's not always true. There are certainly times where you don't think there's going to be a lot of points scored. Therefore, there's not going to be an opportunity for a team to get up high enough to cover that total. There's that side of it. However, I would say 75% of the time, if you like the dog, you like points in this spot. I am not positive that Colorado wins this game. I certainly lean on the North Dakota plus 9.5. However, I like the over. I like the full game over in this. I think that Colorado has the offensive talent, the wide receiver talent for them to spread them out. And I don't know if North Dakota State has the defense to be able to go man on man to match the talent that they have. I think Colorado State is going to be able to throw the ball. However, I think North Dakota State's going to score plenty here too. I think it's going to be a tight game. I think it's going to be a fantastic game. But when you're betting on college football, you have to look into the outside factors, like style points. Style points are very, very important. Now, this year with the college football playoffs being expanded and there's 12 teams instead of 4, that's not as important anymore. But teams need to actually win by a decent amount of points to in order to move up the rankings for the, everything like that. So everybody in the world is talking about Coach Prime. Everybody in the world is talking about this game. There is all the incentive in the world for Dion to go out there and score 5 touchdowns. If they're up, they're going to continue to score. They're going to continue to score. They did not run the ball last year, and that really wasn't because they couldn't. Or they didn't. It's the fact that they couldn't. They just did not run the ball very well. They also have a brand new left tackle. They got a brand new left tackle there too on the line that I think is going to wreak a little havoc. So, like I said, I like the dog. When you like dog, you like the points. I think the Colorado over 34.5 team total. There's just this massive incentive to have our boy Dion out there and just run it up. I mean, he's a shit talker. If he's going to be able to score, it's look, we're gonna get after it. We're gonna put the foot on the throat. We're gonna kill this team. I think they're gonna do it. And in fact, I think it's gonna be a potential to have a close game. And the need to score early and often, I think is gonna be there, very often. Snowman, what's up, man? If you're still here. Today, first day I decided to stream to Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, everything like that. For those who are unfamiliar, Snowman is a handicapper in Beat the Books. Another, obviously a rival. But at some point we'll have to hook up there because he's a pretty sharp dude there. He does a show as well on Twitch. Anyway, first play is going to be, like I said, we're going to ride with the Colorado over 34.5 team total. I wanted it early. I don't know what it started at. It was sitting at 35.5 for the longest time. It's dropped to 34.5. I don't know why. I'm not going to look into why. Betting on football, betting on college football is all about key numbers, and we need 5 touchdowns. We need to, average 1 touchdown a quarter on top of, having 1 extra. I will say I am watching very heavily. I don't see game specials yet for North Dakota State and Colorado. I am very, very interested in, yeah, no, for sure. I'm just saying. I am very interested in looking for a game special for for both teams to score have a passing touchdown or not. No, I'm sorry. For there to be a passing touchdown in each quarter in this game. One of my favorite markets as a little bit of like a lotto type thing. I mean, it's plus 400. That's something you don't normally see out of me. But FanDuel has a sweat free up to $100 today. And well, for me, it's up to $100. Uh, I'm very interested in betting that on a sweat free. You put the full $100 on it, usually plus 400, get a good little outcome. Like I said, you got a Colorado team that just really wasn't able to run the ball that much. A North Dakota's team that I think that is going to be, especially, I mean, as a dog, there's going to be incentive to potentially pass there. I think there's going to be a lot of, they need to pass in the fourth quarter as well. I think it's going to be an awesome look. I just need them to give it to us, man. I need them to give it to us. So that's the first play. Second play, look, this is the only play that I really had in my head that I knew that I wanted to bet on, like, for sure if I saw the number. Everything else here, and like I mentioned in the Discord, like if you're watching on Twitter, you're watching on YouTube, Twitch, wherever you guys are at, these are just extra plays. The official plays are going to be good until the official I've read your thing. The official plays are going to be posted in the Discord. They're going to have the at notify Jort. They're going to have a breakdown. They're going to have everything like that. So we likely to see some of this stuff like kind of overflow. Like this is probably going to be a straight in the Discord. Like I'm not going to lie. But whatever play we talk about here in a second, I think will make it, as a teaser leg, as a sweat free or something like that. And like it's, FanDuel and DraftKings. I mean, there's other books out there, but I mean, honestly, I'm not trying to mess with Caesars. I really hate BetMGM. FanDuel's got a sweat free promo for, up to what would be a unit for me. They have a 50% boost on it. It has to be plus 100. It's a 3-leg 50% boost, has to be plus 100 beforehand. That's where I'm going to come in with the money line parlay. I'm going to ride, like your Georgias, I forget. I kind of had it off the top of my head, but we're going to take some of those, plus 400s, minus 400s, parlay them together, throw on Michigan on their money line to get us plus 100, boost it up to 150, throw a unit on there. And then those sweat frees, DraftKings, maybe use a sweat free today, maybe use a sweat free on Friday, just to kind of like spread it out kind of thing, What's up, Cujo? Anyhow, oops, I tried to click on that. What's up, Cujo? Anyhow, first play, and I can honestly talk for forever. So I apologize at this point. So anyhow, I like the under. I like that under in the Minnesota and the UNC game. I mean, there's potential of rain. I haven't looked at the weather recently, but that's what they're saying. Rain, thunderstorms, everything like that. You got two quarterbacks being broken in. This is the first time that UNC doesn't have a NFL caliber quarterback, at least from what we think. Drake May, and then, Sam Howell was there before. They have a pretty good running back. They lost their number one receiver. I think that it's going to be slow going, I think, in the beginning. And especially with the rain, I think, too, if there's going to be some rain, I think that normally is going to translate to a little bit of an under. Steven. Sometimes the Discord is confusing. I mean, most importantly, you want to just make sure that you select like notifications and you follow 1, 2, 3 guys instead of trying to follow everything kind of deal. Breaking even in a month certainly isn't a bad thing. That's awesome. Realistically, I mean, it's glad that you didn't, lose money or anything like that. But as a paid guy, official plays are in the Discord, obviously on Twitter. Like I'll post a free play. I got the podcast, stuff like that. This Colorado team total over 34.5, more than likely is going to be a pick of the day. I'll do a YouTube video on it. I'll probably put it on Twitter, put it all over socials, just kind of have, stuff like that. But I do, that's your answer or whatever. But yeah, Marcus, I like the under. Somebody asked earlier about Jackson State up here. Or Jacksonville State. Wait, Jacksonville State. That's okay. Yeah, Jacksonville and Jackson State. It kind of confuses me. I mean, this won't be an official play of mine, but if I was gonna mess with it, you said -2.5. I don't know if that's out there or not, but I would certainly tease or pull down that -3.5 and put a -2.5 for sure. I don't like the hook on it, but Rich Rod, no Grayson McCall. Coastal Carolina, pretty good passing defense last year. I mean, they had a lot of interceptions, some ball hawking type guys, but Jacksonville State runs the ball really well. They run the ball really effectively, and they they've got a really good defense. I mean, I think they had the best defense in Conference USA, I think, last year. So I lean heavily on Jacksonville. Not a straight for me. I mean, somebody's already messed with it in the Discord. Probably going to be a leg in like a plus 1,000 that I'll put out or something. I just got a notification that somebody had joined. I don't know if that's you or not, but awesome. We'll see you in there. Yeah, right. No, exactly. Zion Webb's not there anymore. That's what I keep having to tell myself is like, Joe, like slow down, right? You don't have to bet on these games, but I got some good leans and I got some sneaky spots. And my like where I think I'm being smart is kind of going to be some of these podcast plays. And, the leg I'm about to talk about, I think for whatever reason, I think it's sneaky. But it's going to be a leg probably in like a lean parlay, but it's not something that I would probably bet, and put out for like paid members type thing, if that makes sense. The next game we're going to talk about is Howard. Howard plus 37.5, minus 102. It's actually moved up. Must have some money coming on Rutgers. There you go. Yeah, I mean, you got tested out. And then, Steven, I'm pretty sure you messaged me on Twitter. I'm pretty sure I've talked to you on Twitter. Hit me up. There's generally a promo code of some sort. We can get you in there. I'm going to bet on Howard. I'm going to bet on Howard today. Howard plus 37.5. Why? Why am I going to bet on Howard? I think it's a tall number. And there is one stat in particular that jumps out at me in this game. And that last year, now you can't always look at college football with last year because people, these kids graduate, everything like that. It's a different team. Jared, I'll say too, like, look, this is the hardest part about my quote unquote job is that like I know, like I give plays out. Like if the moment that I have to start thinking about all the different states, regulations and everything, like it's, things are going to get messed up. So that's where like Jared, like tonight, I'm probably going to have a lean parlay. There's going to be a 4 legs. And then y'all are going to probably hit me up and say like, you have an extra leg I could throw in here. And that's maybe where I'll say like, you know what, why don't you go ahead and sub in that under for Minnesota or something like that. It's difficult. I know how it is. I don't have restrictions. So like I live on, but I mean, yeah, it's going to be like that. Anyway, Rutgers last year scored over 37 points. Well, now you look at, 38 now with the Howard line just one time last year. Rutgers scored that many points just one time last year. So in a perfect world, Rutgers needs to win 38-0. Like I said, last year, Rutgers only scored 38 points one time last year. Now it was against an FCS team. They won like 52-3 in that game. Today, it's against an FCS team in Howard. Do I know a lot about Howard? I mean, I don't, to be completely honest. I just think that this is a spot where the line is too tall. They're breaking in a new quarterback from Minnesota who honestly was pretty mid last year. I don't think he was a great quarterback last year. I don't think that he's going to come in and just like change the game. I don't think he's going to just come in and change the game. Howard in this spot last year played 2 FBS teams last year. They lost by 10 and they lost by 3. They were 20-point dogs in both of those games last year. This is a spread where I don't think Rutgers is even going to score 38 points, let alone cover 38 points. If Howard can put up 10 points, I don't see Rutgers hanging 48 on them. If Howard can score a touchdown, I don't see Rutgers hanging. What the hell is that? What math? Somebody do the math. Whatever the math is. 44 points on them. 45 points on them. Whatever. I think it's too tall. Look, it's not a game that I feel comfortable going in and saying like, hey, put your hard-earned money on this straight bet, whatever. In terms of like to paying members, I think this is a great bet. I'm gonna play it straight, but my job in the Discord is to give what I think are absolute, locks or whatever. Not no such thing. Obviously, I hate that I even just said that word. But look, I just think I got a sneaky read on this game, and I think Howard's going to score this. I think Howard's going to cover. I mean, plus 37.5. Very quickly. Look, we're at 25 minutes. I try to keep these about 30 minutes, 35, maybe sometimes 40. I got a decent amount of viewers on YouTube though. I appreciate that. Stronger YouTube viewing, and I'm streaming actually to multiple places. So that's awesome. If you have not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. If you have not liked the video, I don't know if there's likes on. I mean, I'm pretty sure Snowman, if you're still here, you're on Twitch. Like it on, if you're watching on Twitter, retweet it on Twitter. Help me out. If you're watching on YouTube, like it, comment on it. If you're watching on a recorded version, wherever you're at, if you're watching recorded on YouTube, comment on this. Like it. Make sure you're subscribed. Help me out. And I appreciate all of that stuff. Quickly here, guys. Trying to decide what my last play would be, and it's probably going to be I am really interested in UCF, the minus 39.5. It's just a really tall number. Look, they're playing at home at the Bounce House, and they've got new jerseys. They're all black. It says Knights on the side. Look, I'm not gonna lie, I'll bet on a jersey. I will. UCF, New Jersey at home. That's got to be worth 10 points in a spread. I don't even care. Look, like I said, there's extrinsic factors. Look good, feel good, play good. I think UCF probably covers that. That's going to be another leg, probably in like a lean parlay, because I'm just not really in the market to lay 40, points and chalk or whatever. Look, Jackson State, I can't really get myself to do it, but I think Jackson State covers this line too. Kansas, I think Kansas probably puts a whooping on Lindenwood. Neal's the halfback. Solid, good running back, really good running back. Jalen Daniels has been hurt, had lower back issues last year. He's a real mobile guy, real strong quarterback there too. I think that Kansas has the potential to really put a whooping on Lindenwood. Really like Kansas today too. Like I said, would lean North Dakota the plus 9.5. I do like the full game over. I think the team total is probably the best bet. Really hard to pick a side here with Minnesota and North Carolina. I do lean towards the under. Contemplating a Minnesota alt line and like a builder type play. Missouri, I don't think Missouri covers this number. Under, and I think it goes under. I don't think Missouri does it. Eli as a head coach does a pretty good job of pulling his punches, so to speak. You gotta, when you're looking at the spread, minus 48.5, under 59. I think it's come down from 60-61 to 59.5 right now. I don't think they cover this line. I'm not going to make it an official play right now, but multiple times last year, Missouri was up. It might have even been the first game of the year. Missouri was up like 28-0 or something like that. Brady Cook didn't play. Eli will pull out his quarterback, pull out his stars, and he'll play the bench. And then he'll just finish the game out. There was times where they were some pretty big favorites and they didn't win by a lot because they ended up not not playing their starters all the way through. They kind of ran the clock out kind of thing. So these late games, I mean, I don't really, I haven't really looked at Friday games or anything yet. So the third play for us today is going to be North NC State here versus Western Carolina. Like I was joking with Ty yesterday. I was like, I didn't even know Western Carolina was a team. I didn't even know that was the thing. Under 61.5. I'll tell you why. In chat, look, we'll just do a fun little thing. Do you guys know who NC State plays next week? Twitter, TikTok. There's one person here on TikTok. YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, Twitter. whoever, who does NC State play next week? Dang, no interaction? I know it's slow. I'll give you guys a second. All right, I'll tell you. Tennessee. They play Tennessee next week. I personally think that this is a look ahead spot. This is a game that they're obviously going to win. They're not overly worried about it. I don't think they need to go out there and cover a huge spread. I don't think they're going to do a lot of that stuff. What teams will do in this spot is conceal the playbook. They are not going to show their stuff. They're not going to look. NC State is not going to put anything on tape for Tennessee to see next week, without a doubt. NC State's going to win this game. NC State can go out there and run a basic power offense, keep the ball on the ground. They're not going to want to show anything off for Tennessee next week, without a doubt. I mean, I feel it enough to the point that I don't know if I've decided if I'm going to play this under or not. Like, I feel very strongly about this under. Let's see. I think I actually had. They're breaking a new quarterback, Grayson McCall. Grayson McCall is a good quarterback. He's not amazing, Dude's been in the league for way too long. I mean, what does that really tell you about him? I mean, if he was fantastic, dude would be in the NFL at this point. He's had some injuries issues. He's coming off an injury, everything like that. There was a similar spot last year where NC State, against their tune-up game, they were playing. I don't know who it was, but they were playing a big second game in the season. The game after this game, they got up. In that game, they threw the least amount of passes than they did all year. So last year, week 1, they had a big game. Week 2, they threw the least amount of passes in week 1 than they did in the entire rest of the season. They ran the ball down the team's throat in the second half. They did not want to put anything on tape. Unfortunately, you have to think about that. That's the handicap. That is my handicap. NC State's a good football team. Western Carolina, I don't know a lot about Western Carolina. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to try to tell you who their quarterback is or anything like that. I would imagine Western Carolina does not attribute very much to this total, in my opinion. Do they put up 10 points and NC State hangs 50? I don't think NC State's going to put up that many points. It could be I hate to give you totals. It could be a 35 to 10, 35 to 7, 42 to 10. You know what I'm saying? Comfortable win, but I think it's going to go under. And that's all I got. Look, we're at 33 minutes, just about 34. I think that's pretty good. We're going to officially ride with Colorado team total over 34.5. You're going to see that one in Discord within minutes. Love that play. That's for sure going to be an official Discord play today. Howard plus 37.5. I personally think I'm crazy betting it. That's why I won't run it straight in the Discord. I will run it straight here as an official play. Like I said, Rutgers did not score. Just one time last year they scored that many points, breaking a new quarterback. And then the North Carolina State under 61.5. I feel pretty damn strongly about that bet. So Dominic, for NFL, probably I'm going to run one in the NFL. I know Ty will too. Maybe we'll do one together. When we worked together with Canadian football, we made it like week 6 or something and had an injury that killed us. The 10K challenge for college football, this right here. Jared can't bet Rutgers in Jersey. What if I had a bet on that game and I loved it for the 10K challenge? And then, the moment you start trying to worry if people can bet it or you're trying to bet certain ways or something like that, honestly, I feel a 10K challenge in college football is just not fair because not everybody can play the same bets. So that's where we're at. That's the 3 plays. Now, what am I going to do in the Discord today? I honestly can't decide. I didn't have the best week 0. Snowman, I don't think you might not be in it anymore. You said it was rough for you too. Um, I have a 3 leg. It was like minus 102 last night, but I took some dogs and I gave them a whole lot of points. All right. Nice little builder. Spots where I feel like the team should cover their OG line or they should win the game. We're getting points. Feels good. Feels good. We'll have a full unit on that. I got a spot where I like an over, and I'll tease it with an under. Tease the over up, tease the over down, take the over, tease the under up, take the under. Teasers, comes out to minus 120. We'll put 1.2 units on that. Straight bet on Colorado team total. That's 3 units probably right there. That's 3 units probably right there. And then all day, lotto type thing. And then kind of go from there. I also really like Utah tonight, I think too. I think the last time Utah played Southern Utah, they beat them by 66 points. Utah's a pretty good football team. Utah at home, Utah at night. I think that's going to be a really good game. I was thinking about having the Utah spread be my straight bet, but got a lot of boosts, DraftKings, everything like that. I'm holding out, like I said, for that sweat free. I'm holding out for the game special in Colorado and North Dakota State, hoping to see a game special in that game for each team to score a passing touchdown. Oh, damn it. I keep saying that. For there to be a passing touchdown in each quarter, it's like plus 400. That's what I want to use on my sweat free if I can. Obviously, it's a bit of a prop. Some states can't do that. If not, my sweat free will probably just be like a 4-leg parlay for like plus 1,000. Put a unit on it because it's a sweat free. I think that's 3 units at this point. I don't really know if I want to be 4 units deep. The NC State was one of the legs was gonna be in my teaser to pull the total up. I could pull the total up to 68, 69, man. And then I was thinking about teasing the Colorado North Dakota State over, so I could pull that down from 58.5 to like roughly 50 and take the over there. So a lot of things to think about. I got a notebook right here. My son's colored on it a little bit, but a little purple notebook, and I normally just write down what I like. And then I kind of go through and draw some lines. I got a green pen and a blue pen. One's for DraftKings, one's for FanDuel. Meredith, they will. Just manage the bankroll. Manage the bankroll. The times that I start betting heavy are the times where you start losing. Weird things happen. Manage the bankroll. 100% boost on that, Meredith. Yeah, D-Rock posted a bet that was probably a good one. I don't know if D-Rock posted the game special one. I think he was looking at, he was talking about it, where there to be a quarter that ends scoreless in that game because the weather and everything like that. 100% boost got it up to like plus 900 or something like that. So y'all have to check that out in the Discord. But I'm going to go ahead and close her out, I think, unless anybody has anything else. God damn. My son's got his first dentist appointment in 2 hours. So I got an hour and a half to kind of make my mind up because I want to have plays probably out before that. So I got plays coming. Plays are coming soon. I'm going to close it out though because I got to record one other video. So appreciate you guys. I'm going to get out of here. If you have any questions, hit me up in the Discord. Hit me up on Twitter in the Discord, obviously at me. If you're watching anywhere else, Twitter is the best way at Live Joe Bets. tweet me or DM me. Tweeting would be easier because I actually will get the notification. Sometimes DMs, if you haven't followed me, or I don't know what the rules are, sometimes it just goes to my spam and I don't see it. Appreciate you guys. Tomorrow, my wife's cousin is going to be in town and they're doing some stuff. I was going to have Jay Bookie on tomorrow. I will have to update. I don't know if I'm going to lunch or something like that with her family or anything like that. We'll figure it out. But I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys back more than likely tomorrow.